Hey y'all, welcome to Infinitely Muse. It's your girl Allie. Thank you to everybody. Hit that purple dot if you hadn't what you're waiting for. Go ahead and hit that purple dot so when you click on Infinitely Muse, you shall be Infinitely Muse. Y'all, this is my favorite vid, you know what I'm saying? One of my favorite reads, the Pass on Love one read. Okay, so this is going to be your Pass on Love one read, part one. Well, I'm going to pull names, passing cards, and I'm trying to get y'all some states. This is going to be for the last week of May, y'all. May the 24th through the 31st. So, I will say this, that it's going to be a lot of, maybe, you might experience some deaths, but you're going to also experience some births, you know what I'm saying, in your family. Let's see, y'all. So, happy birthday, Taurus, because I am doing this in Taurus season. I think this is like the 18th or 19th, y'all. But it's like, it's Tuesday, y'all. So I know my birthday is Thursday. And so I'm the alpha of the Gemini. So, happy birthday, Gemini's early birthday. You know what I'm saying? So, like, this is part one. Y'all know I'm going to do part two. And that's going to be it for the May reads. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to, like, do any more in May. If I do, it might be like some miscellaneous. I'm not sure. But yeah. So I might just throw it back in June. I'm not sure, y'all. But this is definitely like, the last reads, you know what I'm saying, of May. So it's definitely going to be some endings. But like I said, with endings come beginnings, y'all. So let's get into this name pool. Y'all know this could be your name, your Pass on Love one name. Hopefully don't no karmic cards come out, you know what I'm saying? Because if so, that could be, their name. Y'all know if the karmic cards come out in the Pass on Love one read, it's going to be definitely y'all going to hear some deaths, for sure. Of the karmics, people that's connected to the karmas of the karmics, y'all. And then I know that I'll be channeling for like both. But let's see, y'all. I done explained it, but I'll explain it again. Like, sometimes I know, like, I can literally just sense, like, okay, I'm channeling for something that might even come this week. Or, like I said, most of the time I know, like, when the karmic cards come out, I'm going to be channeling 3. I'm going to be channeling karmics, having deaths, if not them, people in their families. Then I'm going to be channeling, like, in the present, just regular, like, life cycles, like death, you know what I'm saying? Everybody got to go someday, you know what I'm saying? So just in general. And then I'll be channeling, like, your Passed on Love one that is already deceased, that has already passed. So usually when them karma cards come out, that's when I really, really know, yeah, I'm definitely going to be channeling both. Hopefully they don't come out, Jack. Hopefully. Y'all know I tell y'all, tap that purple dot, put the energy out there and you will receive what you ask for, boo. Everything is energy. What is this? Somebody with the name Floyd, Jay, Jason, Derek, Clinton, Clifford, Damian, Vincent. Definitely has something in the read or reads. Female, Jessica, Jess, Julian, Julia, Brianna, Becky. Stay tuned, boobs. Okay. What is this? It's like it's giving me bonuses. Rufus, Ruth, Rusty, Rust, Cliff, Renato, Ace, Clifford. Stay tuned. Got something to read, boo. Or like I said, if those names are your Passed on Loved ones' names, stay tuned. So it's either going to be your name or your Passed on Loved one. Y'all excuse me, that sounds so nasty. I'm so full of congestion. It's unreal. I already got signs, and then on top of, the children, y'all. They came over here snotty nose and all. And y'all know how we is. We kissing and hugging all in their face, knowing we ain't got no business doing that. Paying for it, boo. Paying for it. Yes, I am. Alright, y'all, let's get into these names. Kenneth, King, Kingston, Cash, Cairo, Caden, Carter, Caleb. If those names resonate with you, stay tuned. Okay. Someone has a female German name. Becker, Baker, and they could be Becker, Baker, Hoffman, Stewart, or Courtman, Cougar, innkeeper, jug maker. Somebody could be an innkeeper, jug maker. Somebody that has a German name. Maybe your past on loved one was an innkeeper or a jug maker. Someone has an Indian name. Araf, Daya, Izza, Karan, Raya, Bikran. Indian name. And also, y'all, like with that, someone has a German name, someone has an Indian name. These are just some of the names that could, you know, you can have. But if you have a German Indian name, stay tuned. You got something to read, probably, boo. Someone has a German name that's male. So it's okay. So Miller, Sonetter, Taylor, Fisker, Fisherman, Weaver, Meyer, Farm, Administrator, or Bailiff. So the way I had wrote these, because even like any of one of these names can be a last name, y'all, but the way I wrote them, like with the Mueller, that means somebody probably was a miller. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all worked in the mill. Well, with the Schneider, somebody could have been a tailor, so you sew. So if you German, you know that's why I wrote that like that. But for those that don't know, so Fisker, you could have been a fisherman. But in you know, America, fisherman could really be a last name, or somebody could be that. So these could be your last names, or these could be things that you did or your past on loved one do. You could miller, work at a mill, tailor, you know, with the sewing, fisherman, you know, a weaver. You could work on a farm administrator, or a bailiff. So ain't just like with the police stuff or whatever, I think. I don't know, y'all. So put it where it belongs. So you got female and masculine German names. Ooh, okay. Someone has an Indian name again. Okay, so y'all just tit-and-tatting. So Manaj, Anil, Cerise, Vijay, Lesney, Mo, Abdul. Can y'all see that? Hopefully y'all can see it, because I know I butchered. I'm sorry. But yeah. Okay. Tracy, Terry, Terrell, Terrence, Todd, Victor, Valor, Vance, Rangner. Ooh, child, the writing. Ooh, somebody got a fancy name. Tanner, Wesley, Tater, Preston, Bennett, Isaiah, Emmett, Arthur, Malcolm. Excuse me, y'all. Oldie but goodie name. Betty, Evelyn. Who don't know a Betty? Betty, Evelyn, Marie, Doris. Alice, Florence, Irene, Lillian, Louise, Rose. Them is some oldie but goodie names. Them back in the day names, y'all. Male names. Adrian, Alfred, Alvin, Even, Essen, Ellis, Allen. Oh Lord, the Karmic card came. Oh yeah, so I'm gonna be channeling. I didn't know this. I saw the name, but I okay. Clara, Cinda, Star, Nikki, Sheila, Catrice, Jessica, Lonnie, Candy. Karmic. It did come a Karmic, so y'all already know I'm channeling both. So y'all definitely collective. You're gonna have some deaths in your family, or you're gonna hear about somebody that was playing in your energy about them having some deaths, or people around them getting very sick if they don't get sick. So you're going to hear about it. For sure. You're going to hear about some shit going on with them. Point blank period. And then you are going to definitely get some messages from the passed on loved one. Read from your passed on loved one that has already passed. So it is what it is. That's probably why I need to clarify, because I didn't even know that the card. I saw the name. Jeez! Bradlyn, Marilyn, Chandlin, Terrilynn. Why when I said Terrilynn, I'm automatically, you know, the guy, y'all, that he be like dressing like a girl. Y'all, I literally watched that movie, and I think that he called himself Terrilynn. I don't know why. What is that so odd? Because he just popped them, and it's like, y'all, that movie was funny. I forgot the name of it. It was like Terrilynn Goes Somewhere. I think that's what he called himself, the black guy. Him and Sauce Santana was on the Facebook or something like that. They was going back and forth. Maybe put like the little cowboy hats and stuff. That shit was funny, y'all. That man is funny. That actually was a silly movie, but I watched it because it was so funny, y'all. He's a good actor, you know what I'm saying? Lynn, Felicia, and Evelyn. So somebody named this Terrilynn, for sure you gonna have something in the read, because for me to just automatically see him and then just to think about I don't really watch movies like that, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, this is some corny ass shit, but y'all, that shit was funny. Like he had every time he see himself in the mirror, you know, he a black big guy, and then he see himself as like a small white lady with like blood. Y'all, this shit, I can't remember what it was, but it was so funny, y'all. Y'all need to Google him. That shit was funny. I didn't think that the movie would have been that funny. I watched the whole movie, and I actually was interested in it. And it was like, you know, I like scary movies, like action, like gory movies. And for me to sit and watch the whole movie, y'all, and I was laughing and shit. It was like a good comedy movie. It was really good, y'all. Terrilynn. Hopefully he ain't got nothing going on. Maybe he'll get a message, you know what I'm saying, from his passed on loved one. Oh, that's too funny, y'all. But okay, y'all. So let's get into these passing cards. Let me see what time it is, y'all, because I got to clock in this evening. Oh, we got time. I'm be able to do y'all some steak cards, too. Your girl got to go make that paper. They leave us no option, girl. Ooh, y'all, I can't wait to just relax and just get in my own little zone. I can't wait to go to Alice in Wonderland this weekend. Ooh, child. Been a bitch much going on. Alright, collector, let's see. And y'all know now that one of y'all know that we're gonna keep it in the back of our mind, and we're gonna keep moving, because this is the pass on loved one read. Y'all know since the karma card did come out, you know what I'm saying, this could be some of the ways that they pass, or some of the ways that they pass on loved one pass. I'm gonna tell you like this, you know what I'm saying, when you got people playing in your energy, you know what I'm saying, it's better them than you. Okay, so sometimes people, oh, that's so harsh. No, it's not. No, it's not. When you got people wishing you death, wishing you to lose your job, wishing you to be unstable, no, it's not. So y'all know I would tell you, do your return to senders, cleanse your energy ground, you know what I'm saying, for sure. For sure. Ground, you know what I'm saying, do your return to senders. Say some psalm verses, you know what I'm saying, you could light some candles on their ass. You feel me? Yeah. Sit, get your popcorn and your soda, and watch the movie, because it's gonna go down. But yeah, anyway, y'all just keep that in mind. If you know that you've been going through some shit, you know what I'm saying, and you feel like somebody been playing in your engine, you trying to figure out what the hell going on. When you start seeing these people getting sick, family members of them getting sick, or just really bad shit, you know, they going to jail, they getting in accidents, you know what I'm saying, just losing people that they love, like people, you know, having mental illness and shit like that, arguing and fighting amongst each other, losing shit left and right, you know what I'm saying, just unstable, pretty much the energy that they've been sending to you 10 times for. Hey, so let's get up off of it. I just want to remind y'all, you know what I'm saying, so let's get into these cards for the past on loved ones, right, to see, you know, and then y'all know this just gonna give y'all a little bit more clarification to let you know that it's your passed on loved one. So let's see how your passed on loved ones passed. Baby, they will not destroy my passed on loved one read, boo. So let's see what's going on, y'all. And hopefully, maybe I can get some. Hopefully, I'll get some channel messages before the month is out. Since I'll definitely be through with the this month's read, y'all, a little bit early. Just a tad bit early, not too early, but a tad bit early. So maybe if I get some channel messages, I'll do those. I don't know, y'all. For some reason, I feel like I'm gonna have a pause. And that's okay, because y'all know when you're forewarned, you know how to move better. You know what I'm saying? So let's see. What is this? Somebody could have been stabbed in the lung or lungs. Shooting, getting shot, may have died in surgery. Oh, excuse me. Oh, that sounds so disgusting. I need to give me some Therafruit. That Therafruit don't play that shit. Knock it out. Two packs in, you there. Maybe that's what I need to get for. Yeah, I might go get some of that tomorrow. Y'all ain't gonna lie. It ain't gonna be today, but maybe I'll go get some of that tomorrow. Some Therafruit. All I've been doing really is putting Vicks on my chest. Y'all know that's that old school shit. Baby, that Vicks on your chest, your back, under your feet, boo. Under your nose. Get it right up out of there. And the Alka-Seltzer cold is pretty good. Somebody probably got a cold, or somebody passed on loved one passed from some respiratory stuff, because I'm getting stuck. So your passed on loved one probably, you know, is some kind of lung failure, respiratory illness, something like that. Some could even be with the heart, because I'm talking about all this cold medicine and congestive heart failure. Yeah. Some of y'all could be a little bit underwater like your girl. I already knew it was coming. I ain't know how it was coming, but I knew it was coming, y'all. And the thing about them kids, it started with my nephew and ended with the grandkids, y'all. I was like, Lord, you know what I'm saying? They out. Granted, this all in your face, touching everything. Then I ain't right behind nothing. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm kissing and shit cheeks. And they smearing and I'm kissing. You know what I'm saying? So I knew it was coming. I just didn't know how it was. Alright, y'all, let's see. And get you two. Oh, well, okay, one more pull, and then we're finna get into these paths and the ways that your past on loved one couldn't have passed. Y'all know this just give you clarification, boo. Let's get this last card, see what's going on. Okay. Ooh, okay. Well, I don't see nothing wrong with that. It say old age, natural cause. That's a good way to go, ain't it? That means your passed on loved one lived a full life. They was a good person for sure. If they passed of old age and natural cause, shit, they were a good person indeed. Okay, respiratory. Oh, and I ain't even see this, y'all. Respiratory failure, COVID, RSV, asthma, flu, pneumonia. It's just the fact of what I got going on. You know what I'm saying? And then just for me to start talking about it, so I already somebody passed on loved one definitely passed with like respiratory stuff, heart, lung. It could have been like, you know, pneumonia, something like that. Any one of these, y'all, for sure. Overdose pills laced with fentanyl, heart attack. I'm going to go ahead and say it because I see it. This heart attack, somebody's passed on loved one definitely passed up heart attack, because I already see it twice. So it could have been drug related, and then somebody could have had like a heart surgery. Let's see, y'all. Someone cut their wrist in the tub, bathroom, closet. So suicide. Y'all know I said some of the corners might be having some mental illnesses, but anyway, we're gonna keep it. You know what I'm saying? So next card is AIDS. complications. AIDS is out here twice, so your passed on loved one definitely passed of AIDS. And AIDS been coming out the last, I want to say, at least 3 weeks, y'all. So somebody's passed on loved one definitely, you know what I'm saying, is coming through their past of AIDS complications. You know what I'm saying, they definitely coming through. So that's giving me your passed on loved was very loved one was very lively. You know what I'm saying, when they were here, they were very lively. You know what I'm saying, you knew that they was here for sure, because they coming through. Someone was hung, lynched, small country town, found a tree or by a tree. And y'all know when I get this card, sometimes I just pick up on like maybe somebody was a truck or a driver or something like that, was driving somewhere. This, I feel like wherever they was hung, it was somewhere like not where they stayed. Probably some little country town or something like this. Or this literally could be like an ancestor boo, you know what I'm saying? Like ancestor where like you probably heard of this story. Y'all probably even have like pictures at your home or something like that. And yeah, you could even have like a little article, or just it might be like a story of your family. This could be like lineage, or like I said, this could be with the truck drivers. Somebody driving somewhere in a town, and you know, so there's like 3 different energies, y'all. Stabbed in the lungs that came out in the like shuffling, so that definitely should be significant to some of you all. And then y'all know I already said AIDS because I had saw it. This is the second time. So it says sudden no medicine stop their medicine, and complications from autoimmune disease symptoms. So they died of the complications. You know, people say they don't die of AIDS. You die of complications from AIDS, right? You know what I'm saying? So basically, you know, I don't know if your loved one didn't take their medicine, or if they found out at a late stage and it kind of deteriorated rapidly or something like that. I don't know. It kind of maybe ran its course, and you know, at some point, you know, things maybe started shutting down or something like that. But you got to put it where it belongs. Freak accident. Lawn care mower. Something fell on top of someone's head. Stray bullet. Home bed. Next 2 cards, this 3, y'all. So it says heart attack, open heart surgery, second, may have had pacemaker or stent. So this just some of the stuff to let you know a little bit extra. If the things that I say on the card resonate, they just give you a little bit more clarity. You know what I'm saying? Heart attack, open heart surgery. Your passed on loved one could have had open heart surgery. May have had a pacemaker put in. They might have had 2 heart attacks. They might have had a stent put in, but they passed from a heart attack. Death by allergic reaction, asthma attack, didn't have the pump or anaphylactic pen. Y'all know I spelled it wrong. I sounded it out. It was late. But yeah, somebody had an allergic reaction. This could have even been like if they were just allergic to something in general and they just didn't have the pen on them, like peanuts or something like that. This literally could be like they went into like a hospital, and maybe the medicine that they gave them for a procedure, they had allergic reaction, they passed like that. They could have had an asthma attack and didn't have their asthma pump. So there's 3 different scenarios I have gave y'all. The asthma, you know, attack, and they had a pump. The anaphylactic pen, where they could have been like allergic to something. Most people I know, they say like peanuts is a big deal, or corn oil or something, and they ate something with that in it, and they passed. They had an allergic reaction. Or like I said, somebody could have went to a hospital to have a procedure, and the medicine that the hospital gave them, they had an allergic reaction to it, and they passed. So this is like somebody could have got medicine that caused them to have an allergic reaction, and they maybe didn't have the medicine that caused them that would counteract the attack, the asthma attack or the anaphylactic attack. Oh, excuse me. Suffocation. Parent, guardian, roll over on the baby, the child, 2 times investigations. So this could have happened to 2 people, 2 different family members in a family. This could happen to the one person twice, but it could have been an investigation. It could happen to one person with a baby child, and they were investigated twice or something like that. Or maybe it need to be looked at again or something like that. But definitely suffocation by the parent or guardian rolled over on the baby child. Ooh, child is under the, somebody cut their wrist. I'm just saying, y'all. When shit stand out to me, I just said, y'all, so y'all can take these missions separate. You know, you can put something together. You know, multiple family members could come out, y'all. So, you know, it's just, you know, put it where it belongs. Drown. River, ocean, natural disaster, waterfall, New Orleans, Texas, Niagara Falls, Nigeria, mountains with water falling. Somebody passed on loved one could have drowned 2020 to 2025 could be significant with this drowning. I'm just saying it could be. Car accident, hit from the back, hit by an 18-wheeler, head-on collision. And the last card, y'all, was your passed on loved one, pass of old age, natural causes. So that's not, like I said, to me, that's a good way to go. That means like they done live their life like a long, full life, you know what I'm saying, to go by natural causes. So they could be pretty much good up in age, 90 and above maybe, you know what I'm saying. I'm hearing 90, 98, 92, 90, 92, 98, 97, 96, 102, 108. Alright, y'all, so let's get to these states, and then your girl finna head on out. If I don't get to your part 2 when I come in, y'all, I definitely will finish it up tomorrow, just in time. So would that be like the 20th? Tomorrow be the 20th, because tomorrow 3rd. Okay, so today is the 19th. So today is the 19th. Okay, y'all, so I can't wait. So I definitely will. I'm gonna try to come in and finish this passed over loved one read, y'all, for you. But like I said, if I don't, I definitely will do it tomorrow, and I have everything, you know, for this month done. So baby, I can turn up for Gemini season to test the reason. All right, y'all, let's get into these states. So, y'all, I think what I used to pull like 10 states. I'm going to pull 16 just because. 16 states, y'all. Oh, give you a little extra. Y'all know I like to give you a little extra every once in a while. Y'all, I hope I get a channel message. I really do. I kind of want to get one. Maybe to come through the part 2. I definitely do. I want to get one for somebody specific that wants something to come through. I want it to come through. I want your mission to come through too. Put the energy out there, baby. I said I'm gonna do what I said. 16, y'all. Did I say 16? Yeah, I think I said 16. I won't put them one by one. I want to put them one by one. It was coming out 2 by 2, boo. Ooh, excuse me, y'all know that sounds so gross. So gross, I can't hear it. Okay, let me see how many this is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh, so I had pulled too many. I'm doing too much. So we're going to put these 16 right here, and I'm just going ahead and call these out. These was extra ones, y'all. So Indiana, Virginia Beach. I think I'm going to get another channel message, y'all, with this Virginia Beach. Asking you shall receive, and I really do think I'm gonna get one. All right, y'all, so all I'm gonna do is pick them up if I see any states, as I pick them up, I'll call them out, because they're gonna be significant for you, your passed on loved one, or the Karmic in the back. So Dallas, Texas, let's see, Vermont, I want to say Indiana, Montana, Memphis, Maryland, Utah, You toss that one out big time, y'all. New Jersey, Delaware. Alright, y'all. So let's get into these states that's significant to you, your passed on loved one, and the karmic in the bag. Jackson, Mississippi. It could have been something with that legend in Jackson, Mississippi. I'm just going to keep it real with you. Alaska. Bangladesh. Maine. Texas. London. My name could be London too, but London. Los Angeles. California knows how to party. Bogota. Oh, that's different. California. So something is definitely significant about California. Collective, you from there, your past on loved one from there. Y'all could have stayed there before. Your past on loved one could have stayed there. Something definitely, because I picked it, you know, when the what that was, Los Angeles came out, like California. So something definitely significant about that. Sterling, Louisiana, y'all, that's close to where I stay. That's the boot. So maybe my passed over loved one to come out. That's where he was from, y'all. Let's see, Florida. And so, like, this is how I like to tell you. I can give you an example. Where's the Sturgeon? I just put it in there. Okay, well, y'all saw it. So, like, this is how, you know, I like to kind of, sometimes I like to get an example. So, like, with that Sturgeon, Louisiana coming out, y'all, even though his name didn't come out, I wouldn't really say his passing card came out. So, but with his, the state that, the city and state that, he was from, I'm pretty sure on part 2 it might be the burgundy card might come out, the black card might come out, something about inheritance, following your intuition, or your intuition is right. It could even be something about cancer, feeding tube, anything that is connected to him probably gonna come out to let me know. And then when it do come out, y'all, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get something for him for sure. I'm gonna let y'all know that's him. You know, that's how I know certain things, you know what I'm saying? So it ain't like I gotta get from it, you know, his name ain't gotta come out in the name pool, because guess what, it probably come out in the past. And so that's how I kind of get, you know who is who. So, you know, it's just that simple. You know, you just put things, you know, where they belong. You don't have to take everything. Everything ain't gonna, you know, come out like in order, but you'll know. You'll definitely know when it's for you. For you. Louisiana. Madrid. Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Y'all know why I feel like I'm picking up on Bootsy energy. I don't know why. My crush, my main crush was from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and his name came out in the name pool, y'all. Adrian. Ooh, so he might get something from his past on loved one. Oh, Tokyo, Missouri. Alright, y'all, so those are the states, you know what I'm saying? That's, you know, that's your part 1. Your ancestor, read the names, the passing cards, the states. I ain't doing no attribute cards, you know what I'm saying? Now, I don't know, it just depends on how, you know, things go this evening or tomorrow. And then tomorrow, if I do the read, I might do some attribute cards. So like I said, this gonna be like, after part 2, that's it for this month, y'all. You know, anything else is gonna be extra, or like it'll lead into June. But happy birthday, Geminis, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully everybody evening go well, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully y'all get some good, clear, accurate messages from your past on loved one. All those that are tapped in, that do want the messages, that's putting the energy out. Hopefully you receive the message that you want, and you know how to discern it, that you know if they for you. You feel me? So anyways, y'all, your girl finna get off. I'm about to go make that paper. That paper, because y'all know these ninjas don't leave us no option, girl. Alright, y'all, until next time. Bye.